In the news, President Muhammadu Buhari unveiled redesigned 1,000 naira, 500 naira and 200 naira notes. The federal government, through the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, commenced the disbursement of 20,000 naira cash grants. Man kills up to 10 in Walmart store in the U.S. state of Virginia, kills self. Manchester United terminates RONALDO'S contract. And this is the MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. President Muhammadu Buhari unveiled redesigned 1,000 naira, 500 naira and 200 naira notes on Wednesday. The president performed the ceremony shortly before the state of the weekly Federal Executive Council meeting inside the State House Council chamber in Abuja. Following the ceremony, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, expressed the Apex Bank's determination to make Nigeria a cashless economy. According to him, the amount of money that can be withdrawn over the counter will be severely limited, and anyone who wishes to withdraw large sums of money will be tracked by security agents to determine their intended use. He insisted that the deadline for exchanging old notes, January 31st, 2023, would not be extended, noting that there are over 1 million locations across the country where people can deposit their old notes. According to Emefiele, the Apex Bank must now redesign currency every 5 to 8 years. President Muhammadu Buhari explained why he approved the redesign of the 200, 500 and 1,000 banknotes. Buhari said at the launch of the new banknotes in Abuja that he gave the Central Bank of Nigeria permission to redesign the 200, 500 and 1,000 banknotes because the Naira is due for a makeover. According to the president, the new Naira banknotes have been fortified with security features that make them difficult to counterfeit. President Muhammadu Buhari has asked the Senate to confirm the appointment of his special advisor on social media, Loretta Onoche, as the substantive chairman of the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Buhari's letter, read in plenary on Wednesday by Senate President Ahmed Lawal, also named 15 others to the board. The federal government, through the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, has commenced the disbursement of 20,000 naira cash grants to 3,415 vulnerable groups in Kogi State. The Minister Sadiya Farouk, who inaugurated the disbursement on the 22nd of November in Lokoja, said other beneficiaries under the National Social Investment Programs would also get their various packages. The minister, who was represented by the Director of Special Duties in the ministry, Nadia Soso Mohammed, said their target was to disburse the grant to 3,415 beneficiaries across 21 local government areas of Kogi State. Our reporter Faith Abdul-Ghaffar has more.
The minister Sadiya Farouk said the programs include Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program, JIP 2.0, Digitized Conditional Cash Transfer, CCT, N-Power, and Home Growth School Feeding Program, and Home Growth School Feeding Program, HGSFP, at the flag-up of the federal government cash grant to vulnerable groups in Kogi State and other national social investment programs. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk, represented by the Director of Special Duties, Nadia Soso Mohammed, said the NSIP remains a project that is consistent with the deliberate national agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty by 2030.
It's 20,000 per person, and they've earmarked about 3,415 beneficiaries to benefit from this, from the 21 local governments of Kogi State. Also, there is a rollout of government enterprise and empowerment program, which is called the JIP. Under this program, we have the farmers' money, trader money, and market money. And it's a loan, a kind of loan given to people without any collateral or security or anything. They give you the loan, you pay back, they continue, they give you the loan, and it goes on and on. And mostly it's for the vulnerable group, widows, divorces, among other vulnerable groups that we have in the society.
She said President Buhari, through his deliberate social inclusion agenda, had directed that 70% of the beneficiaries should be women, 30% youth, and 15% of the total beneficiary would be allocated to people with special needs and senior citizens. The minister said a total of 9.9 million children are currently being fed nationwide, adding that President Buhari had approved additional 5 million children to be included. She commended Governor Yaya Bello for his immense contribution and commitment, which had ensured the great success the NSIP had recorded in Kogi State. She urged the beneficiaries to grow their businesses with the financial support they got from the federal government.
The target beneficiaries and many more citizens of the state will be on their way out of poverty and prosperity, and which will, by the grace of God, as a country, remain on the track of lifting 100 million Nigeria out of poverty by 2030.
The minister sympathized with the government and the people of Kogi State over the recent flood disaster that ravaged the state, saying the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, had donated some relief materials to the victims. Governor Yaya Bello, represented by the head of service, Anna Odio, thanks the president and the minister for all the various intervention programs that the federal government had put in place for Kogi people and Nigeria at large. She said that aside from partnering with the federal government on NSIP, the state government has established a health care program known as Bello Care, which has been taking care of the health needs of the vulnerable citizens of the state free of charge.
We have such programs under education and so on and so forth. I wish to state here that if other governors of Nigeria will take a cue from Alhaji Bello and do things this way, they will be collaborating with the President MUHAMMADU Buhari, GCFR, to give a better life to Nigerians. And Nigeria will be a better place for all of us. On his behalf, I seize this opportunity to appreciate the Honorable Minister for all that she has been doing for Kogi State through her office. We know that Kogi State is a priority in her heart, and she has shown that severally. We are grateful to you for the various social programs that you remember us for.
The governor said that as a pace setter, he remains committed and will not relent in setting the pace for others to follow in all aspects of growing the economy. He urged the federal government to do everything within its power to make Kogi a disaster-resilient state so that it could withstand the incessant flood disasters. The special advisor to the governor on special projects and the state NSIP focal person, Abdulkarim Suleiman Onyekehi, said the programs were huge and unprecedented that are meeting government aims and objectives towards eradicating poverty and creating jobs for the teeming youth.
Having institutionalized the program, reintroduced JIP 2.0 with the three subcomponents: market money, trader money, and farmer money, for a zero-interest loan in which between 50,000 to 300,000. We have successfully registered about 60,000 intended beneficiaries of the phase 1 of JIP 2.0, among which 7,016 beneficiaries of market money and trader money have been successfully verified and enumerated for the ongoing disbursement in partnership with Access Bank. The farmer money component of JIP 2.0 will be shortlisted any moment to commence after the disbursement of first batch of market money and trader money. Another component of our program is Empower. It has a wide value chain. Empower program was initiated to address youth unemployment and help increase social development. The program is designed to target young Nigerians between the ages of 18 to 35 to acquire and develop lifelong skills for becoming change makers in their communities. The purpose is to prepare young Nigerians for a modern globalized economy, for helping equip youths with skills and certification for emerging global markets. Nigeria is looking to increase its already developing technology sector by supporting talent pool of software developers, hardware professionals, as well as other technology-based skills. Empower program comprises of NTeach, NHealth, NAgro, NBuild, NSkill, NKnowledge, with subcomponent of NCreative, NTech software, and NTech hardware.
According to him, 12,964 youths benefited in the Empower Batch A and B, while other 26,000 are benefiting in Batch C, Stream 1 and 2, with 30,000 monthly stipends. The focal person added that about 2,000 public schools pupils are currently benefiting from the school feeding programs, with the engagement of 3,000 cooks in the state. He therefore appreciated the president, the minister, and the governor for the laudable programs. The chairman of Persons Living with Disability, Ibrahim Arome, on behalf of the beneficiaries, thanks the president, the minister, and the Kogi State governor for the good gesture.
NSIP office in Kogi State, I want to say thank you to the vocal person. In fact, he called me every day to ask me as to what to do that will not scare persons with disabilities away from the activity. And under his watch, my people can testify we are here. We have been enjoying that preferential treatment. And we have been benefiting a lot from these interventions. As persons with disabilities, we have a lot of abilities to demonstrate if given the enabling environment.
1,142,783 potential beneficiaries had been registered across the 774 local government areas in Nigeria, out of which 50,394 were from Kogi State. 14,404 out of the 50,394 registered in Kogi had been verified, out of which about 3,437 were enumerated and selected for payment in the first phase. Faith Abdulgafaru, reporting for MLC TV.
Governor Bello has reiterated his commitment to leave Kogi at the end of his tenure better than how he met her. Governor Bello emphasized this while receiving members of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College Jaji Study Group who are in the state for their research work. He said he has been able to manage the state's resources equitably, the reasons for his administration's giant strides. Governor Bello described the theme of the study tour as apt and timely in the nation's life and said he has remained sincere in leadership with no pecuniary interests other than those of the people. Our reporter has more.
The 73 team members, comprising of 13 academics and administrative staff, 37 students of senior course, 45 direct beneficiaries, among which are international students, while 23 are supporting staff. The 8th theme is in Kogi State for research and intelligence gathering on youth unemployment and national security in Nigeria, with a view to tackling some challenges facing the state government in its developmental strides and youth empowerment. The Commandant of Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji, Air Vice Marshal Anthony Tunwase, said for Nigeria to remain in peace and stability, ethnicity, culture, and environment must be experienced and understood by the armed forces students. He commended the giant strides the Kogi State government has achieved in the security of life and property, including infrastructural development.
Your Excellency, sir, we also want to appreciate you for appointing one of us, Commander Modara, into your cabinet. We'll say that we know him and we've seen his capability. So you picking him as one of your team shows how much you give to excellence. We want to say we appreciate you for that. On behalf of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College students, staff, and the entire community, we want to sympathize with you, the Executive Governor, and the people of Kogi State, over the recent flood disaster events that took the lives of some and destroyed a lot of properties worth hundreds of millions and billions. We sympathize with you, sir. And at the same time, we want to commend the state government's efforts that ensure quick response towards attending to the victims of the disaster and mitigating the spread of it. Your Excellency, sir, we are not unaware of your strides towards youth development in Kogi State. We are aware of the efforts you have in place to ensure that the youth of Kogi State are well developed. Additionally, we are aware of your focus, that is your policy trust, which is the new direction administration. And it is dwell on 9 strands, which we refer to as the targets, the key drivers of your administrations. And these 9 key drivers, as we find out, are education, health, agricultural development, funding, governance, infrastructural development, human capacity development, entrepreneurship, youth engagement, and security. With this, we believe that those working with you will have direction towards pushing the state. And of course, we are not unaware that these are what they have run with till this point that has gotten the state to where we are today. So we want to say you are well done for what you are doing, sir.
The team leader and the Director of Administration, Brigadier M. Issa, disclosed that the team also includes international students. He appealed to the governor to send his representative when the students are presenting project defense for the cause. Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello appreciated the commandant for choosing Kogi as one of their tour and research states. He promised the team adequate support throughout their stay. Governor Bello emphasized that most problems in the country sprang from bad leadership, greed, ethnicity, and tribalism. He said Kogi State is very diverse, but all the ethnic and mundane rifts have been defeated.
When I inherited the state, or when we came on board on 27th of January 2016, as you are all aware, we took over a state that was largely divided against itself along ethnic line and several other mundane issues. By the special grace of God, we've been able to bring all of that together. Maybe as a result of my orientation growing up in the military environment and academic environment, whereby there's no difference in the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What's important is your capacity and what you've been able to contribute, and then that will earn you your positions in the armed forces. So in Kogi State, we have been able to bring each and every one of us together, manage the people and the resources fairly, justly, and equitably. And all of us are having a sense of belonging today. That has helped us so far to pull ourselves from the shackles of insecurity, maladministration, and every other albatross that held the state down long before I came on board. Kogi State is a confluence state not only that of Rivers Niger and Benue, but with a lot of resources from human to other natural resources.
The governor said the theme for the study tour is apt and timely to direct the future of the youth.
Having assumed office at the age of 40, and to the glory of God, being able to manage the states to this level today, I think you are in a better place to be able to study, understudy, learn, and let us equally learn from you what you've been able to study from here, and tell us where we're doing well, and let us know where we need to improve, because I intend, and of course, will leave this office far better than I met it,
The commandant said the college sampled some states to be surveyed. Among them are Delta, Edo, Gombe, Jigawa, Katsina, Ondo, Plateau, and Kogi states. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has been conferred an honorary fellow of the National Institute of Credit Administration, NICA. NICA is a chartered, prestigious body of eminent credit management elites empowered by law to control, supervise, and regulate credit management profession in Nigeria. While accepting his honorary fellow of the prestigious Credit Management Association in Lagos, Governor Bello, who was represented by his Chief of Staff, Abdulkarim Mohammed Jamiu, said that he was pleased to be conferred an honorary fellow of the institute. Governor Bello said since the establishment of the institute in 1992, its core mandate of fostering development of credit management in Nigeria and Africa while ensuring that standards are set based on best practices in professional and ethical conduct has been strengthened and improved tremendously. Governor Yahaya Bello, who is a chartered accountant, commended the Institute of Credit Administration for its commitment to bringing changes to the face and habits of credit business at all levels in Nigeria and influence structures of risk measurement to protect the item on the balance sheet called account receivables. The Institute preserves, promotes, and protects the integrity and interests of credit business across sectors of the economy. The Ohinoyi of Iberia His Royal Majesty Ado Ibrahim has commended and appreciated the Qatar Charity Foundation for building an epic mosque where the Muslim faithful will pray within his premises, Azad Palace. The Ohinoyi made the commendation during the official commissioning and handover of the mosque to him in his palace in Okene, Kogi Central. Hundreds of Islamic scholars and Muslim faithfuls were present to witness the history-making event. Our reporter tells us more.
Muslims cut across Iberia land and outside Kogi State witnessed the commissioning in Azad Palace, Okene local government area of the state. The elated Ohinoyi of Iberia land and Vice President, Kogi State Council of Chiefs, His Royal Majesty Ado Ibrahim, appreciated the Qatar Charity Foundation. He called on the Muslim faithful to keep the project clean and maintain peace and order in the land. The Ohinoi dedicated the mosque to the entire Ibera Kingdom. The representative of the King of Saudi Arabia, Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, and the Qatar Charity Foundation, Hamdi Abdul, at the commissioning, said their mission through the foundation is to meet the needs of the people and provide succor to the less privileged, including the building of the mosque.
The land is good. The people, Muslim here is very good Muslims, and we like to cooperate with the community. And in this mosque, after this mosque, we established more than 50 bohol around Kogi state.
He urged Nigerians to go about the election processes peacefully. Qatar Charity Foundation stated in its mission statement that its target is to build 9,063 mosques worldwide, and they have successfully built 7,896 and have handed them over respectively across the world. They've called on all Muslim faithful to join their cause to help complete the construction of the remaining mosque. Report filed by Abdul Muttalib Dauda. I am Khadijat Muhammad, reporting for MLC TV.
A social enterprise, iSave, in partnership with Identity Pass, has brought succor to flood victims in Lokoja, Kogi State capital. The atmosphere of the internally displaced persons IDP camp at Adankolo community in Lokoja local government area was saturated with joy as the flood survivors jubilate over the gesture of the organization towards them. Food items such as rice, beans, gari, and tomato paste, amongst other items and hygiene products, including sanitary pads, were distributed to the victims to ameliorate their sufferings. Our reporter Joshua Adinoyi has the details.
Kogi State in north-central Nigeria had her share of the 2022 flood disaster as 9 local government areas with over 100 communities were sacked from their ancestral homes. The affected communities were spread across the state IDP camps designated for them until the flood dried off. Unfortunately, some houses has collapsed and destroyed due to the heavy wave of the flood. Farmlands and other valuables worth millions of naira have been destroyed alongside, killing some persons. Though the flood is a natural disaster that cannot be tied to human error, it was suggested that government should relocate many who live by the riverbanks to higher grounds to avoid the unfortunate occurrence, and where the people cannot be relocated, a lasting solution should be provided to aid the people financially or rebuild their collapsed houses to have their shelter back. To cushion the sufferings of those affected and still living in various IDPs, iSave, a social enterprise in partnership with Identity Pass, brought consumables and non-consumables to relieve them of the hardship they go through. iSave visited Adankolo and they were received by the representative of the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA.
As we come here now from Abuja, as we hear wetin happen, the thing touch us for mind. Now we say, may we call, follow now, tell us say, all hope is not lost. You understand? So say life, now be the #1 thing.
SEMA staff, Rekia Amidu, and her team thanked the donors as they led them to the affected people.
And NGOs like yourself have been coming to support them, and Kogi State government is doing a lot too. We really appreciate you people. And I pray to God Almighty to replenish your pocket 1,000,000 folds. You people have tried. This show of love is highly appreciated. We thank you very much, and may God take you to your destination safely. There's no fight in this camp. They love each other and they stay calmly with each other.
Some of the beneficiaries, Jumai Achanya and Kandema Gaji, who spoke in her local language, Hausa, appreciated iSave for their good gesture towards them.
For you people to hear our cry and sympathize with us, we are very grateful. And we wish you also multiple blessings. That whatever you people need in life, may God supply you people richly, amazingly, that we cannot be able to explain.
Waɗannan ku da kuka kawo mana wannan abun ba mu da abun da za mu ce muku. Allah ya saka muku da alkhairi. Mun gode, Allah ya biya ku. Muna tsammanin kuma muna muku addu'a wanda yafi wannan Allah ya sa ku kawo mana. Da kuka zo nan yanda kuka zo da bismillah, Allah ya mai da ku da alhamdulillah. Mun gode, Allah ya saka da alheri.
The camp commandant, Aliu Adoga, commended the social enterprise for the show of love and also asked for more to help those who lost their houses and businesses during the flood.
State government and federal government have been coming. Organizations, churches and others have been coming. But what we are saying is not just giving food items to these people. It's not like phase 1 of their problem. Their phase 2, some of them has their building collapse. They cannot even go back to their area. So now I'm calling on all well-to-do individuals and organizations to have a lasting solution by way of maybe giving them cash or other solid things.
The program manager of ISAFE, Patricia Njoko, and ISAFE program associate, Ayobami David Ashipade, explained that the gesture was born out of passion to contribute towards ensuring the survivors are encouraged to push further in life despite challenges.
We are passionate about inspiring safer communities, and hearing the incident that happened to this to the cities or to the women and men in Kogi State, we thought of coming to reach out to them, to sympathize and to also give them little things that we have. This is born out of passion, out of course, trying to support vulnerable group. That is what led to this.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Identity Pass, because they are our sponsors. They partner with HiSafe, and they are the one that ensure that items are being distributed to vulnerable people. We believe that this is a wake-up call to other organizations. This is an harbinger. This is just a startup for us. So we have so many other things to do in future. We believe that we are not here forever. So in as much way as we can, we try as much as possible to impact lives. So what we've done today is a replica of what we've been doing at HiSafe.
And called on other well-meaning Nigerians to support flood victims across the country. ISAFE, a Lagos-based social enterprise, is a community-based initiative that advocates for women and girls' safety, engages in advocacy against gender violence, creates employment opportunities, provides skills training for livelihood, and gives mentorship to shaping the future of the people. Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV.
We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
The NMMA, Africa's foremost media excellence trust, is proudly celebrating 30 years of fostering professional excellence in the media industry in Nigeria and Africa. The 30th NMMA Grand Media Excellence Program comes on for 3 impactful days. Day 1, the Media Heroes and the NMMA Alumni Classic will roll out on Friday, 25th November at the waterfront of the Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos by 5 p.m. prompt, with a grand cocktail reception for media fellows and associates. Day 2, Saturday, 26th November at 12 noon, featuring the annual Media Leaders Roundtable at the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, Kofo Abayomi, Victoria Island, Lagos. Keynote speaker, Emeritus Professor Michael Omolewa, erudite scholar and diplomat, in company of 5 other media experts dealing with key topic on the media and national reconstruction. The third day, Sunday, 27th November, host the celebrated 30th Grand Media Excellence Anniversary Dinner and Fiesta La Excellence at the Eco Grand Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos by 4 p.m. Guest of honor is His Excellency President MUHAMMADU Buhari, the Grand Patron of the NMMA. The Chief Host of Honor is His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, and the Chairman of the Grand Ceremony, Dr. Harun Al-Rashid Adamu, Chairman NMMA Board of Trustees. A superlative evening of excellence is guaranteed by the Board of Trustees and the NMMA Anniversary Committee. Attendance is strictly by invitation. Contact NMMA Secretariat for details.
Welcome back. On politics. As the campaign of all political parties continued, the All Progressive Congress faithful in Okene 2 of Kogi State has staged a 1 million walk to demonstrate their total support towards their candidates cut across the presidency, national and state assemblies. The Director of Protocol, Abubakar Sanusi, called on all sundry to join the moving train, which they say will take them to the destination where the government will continue to be on the shoulder of the APC to govern and care for the people of Kogi and Nigeria at large. He said the 1 million walk is to assure the people that APC is Kogi and to declare that the APC presidential candidate Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his running mate Kashim Shettima will make Nigeria great if elected. Our reporter has more.
The 1 million walk attracted APC stalwarts and supporters. The Director of Protocol, Abubakar Sanusi, said the presidential candidate is a leader of excellence who has demonstrated his capacity in Lagos as a governor and as a senator.
You can see the enthusiasm, the commitment, the love of the people. It's for Asiwaju. It's Asiwaju all the way, by the grace of God. The grassroots support group, I am the Kogi State Chairman, and by the grace of God, after Kogi Central, this is my senatorial district. From here, we're going to go to the Kogi West and then the Kogi East. As the chairman, I'll make sure that I replicate what we are doing today in all the senatorial districts to ensure that at least, if not 80% of the vote strength of Kogi State, we gather it for APC and for Asiwaju.
The Ibira Agenda Coordinator, Tawhid Ozigi, called on youth to have a positive mindset as the elections draw nearer. He urged youth to be good ambassadors, cautioning them on why they should not sell their votes.
On the agenda platform, we already decided that we are going to work for Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu through our leader, Dr. Abubakar Sanusi.
Other stakeholders commented.
Glory be to God, we have an opportunity that we are not contesting with anybody as far as this state is concerned. First and foremost, the chief executive governor of this state is an APC person. And he has his lieutenant almost every level. On that, we strongly believe if you are sincere with ourselves, nothing is going to stop APC from winning the forthcoming election in Kogi State.
Kogi Central in their thousands have continued to demonstrate their resolve to vote the APC party into power again because of the man on the helm of affairs, Governor Yahya Bello, who they said has done so much for the state and the people through the provision of affordable health care services, security, infrastructural development, and youth and women empowerment. Report filed by Abdul Muttalib Dauda. I am Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
On foreign, a gunman has killed up to 10 people in Walmart supermarket in Chesapeake in the U.S. state of Virginia. Police said a man believed to be the store manager opened fire, then turned the gun on himself and is now dead. The city of Chesapeake tweeted police confirmed an active shooter incident with fatalities at the Walmart. There are few details, but a police officer spoke of no more than 10 people killed and multiple injured. No motive has emerged. Police told reporters that the attack happened at around 22:12 local time. Spokesperson Leo Kosinski said the shooting was believed to have happened inside the store and that the suspect acted alone. Walmart said it was shocked at the tragic event and that it was working closely with law enforcement. Mark Warner, a Democratic senator for the state of Virginia, tweeted that he was sickened by reports of yet another mass shooting. Virginia State Senator Louise Lucas, also a Democrat, added that she was absolutely heartbroken. She wrote on Twitter she will not rest until they find a solution to end the gun violence epidemic in the country. Tuesday evening attack comes just days after a gunman opened fire at an LGBTQ nightclub in the U.S. state of Colorado, killing 5 people and injuring 17 others. Protests have erupted at the world's biggest iPhones factory in the Chinese city of Zhengzhou, according to footage circulated widely online. Video shows hundreds of workers marching, with some confronted by people in armed suits and riot police. Those live streaming the protest said workers were also beaten by police. Videos also showed clashes. Last month, COVID cases saw manufacturer Foxconn lock down the site, prompting some workers to break out and go home. The company then recruited new workers with the promise of generous bonuses. Foxconn has not yet commented on the latest disturbances. Footage shared on a live streaming site showed workers shouting, "Defend our rights." Other workers were seen smashing surveillance cameras and windows with sticks. Several clips also showed workers complaining about food they had been given and saying they had not received bonuses as promised. There was a heavy police deployment to the plant on Wednesday morning. Another newly recruited employee told the BBC he visited the protest scene on Wednesday, where he saw one man with blood all over his head lying on the ground. He told the BBC he didn't know the exact reason why the people are protesting, but they are mixing new workers with old workers who were COVID positive. Foxconn, a Taiwanese firm, is Apple's main subcontractor, and its Zhengzhou plant assembles more iPhones than anywhere else in the world. And for our sports updates, let's join Jonah Malik.
And on sports update, Manchester United have reached an agreement with Cristiano Ronaldo to terminate his contract. It was reported last week that Manchester United has started the legal process against Cristiano Ronaldo for breach of contract after his interview with Piers Morgan. That work has developed rapidly, and the 37-year-old exit has been finalized by the club. The former Real Madrid star is now a free agent and can join any club in January. Manchester United released an official statement on their website to confirm the termination of Cristiano Ronaldo's contract. Cristiano Ronaldo is to leave Manchester United by mutual agreement with immediate effect, the club confirmed. The club thanked him for his immense contribution across 2 spells at Old Trafford, scoring 145 goals in 346 appearances, and wishes him and his family well for the future. Still on sports, Day 3 of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar started with an unexpected result as Saudi Arabia defeated the Lionel Messi-led Argentina side 2-1. Messi gave the Argentine a 10-minute lead from the penalty spot, but 2 second-half goals from Salah Al-Shari and Salem Al-Dawsari earned the Arabians all 3 points against their opponent at the Lusail Stadium in Doha. The victory made the Saudis the first non-European team to beat Argentina at the World Cup since Cameroon at the Italia 1990. Meanwhile, to underscore the significance of the feat, Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Saudi Arabia's king, declared a national public holiday on Wednesday. Here are the major talking points from Day 3. In spite of the stalemate, Tunisia and Denmark played one of the most exciting 0-0 draw in the World Cup history in their Group D encounter. Poland and Mexico also played out a goalless draw. In the last match of the day, defending champion France beat Australia 4-1 with Olivier Giroud repaying the fate of Didier Deschamps with his brace. In the last match of the day, defending champion France defeated Australia by 4-1 with Olivier Giroud repaying the fate of Didier Deschamps with a brace, becoming the joint highest goal scorer in France history with Thierry Henry. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks, Jonah, for the update. On entertainment, British superstar rapper Stormzy has revealed the cast for his upcoming album This Is What I Mean, and the album features a collection of Afrobeat artists and producers. The cast list revealed the guest appearances of Tenny, NAIRA star Oxlade, music producer Tempo, and Nigerian-British Mix Bands. Also on the album are Ghanaian act Amari, Black Sheriff, and Ghanaian-British Juice. Stormzy released 2 singles, Fire Babe and Hide and Seek, where Oxlade did the backup vocals. The 12-track album is set for release on Friday, 25th November 2022. This Is What I Mean comes off the back of Stormzy's 2019 celebrated album Heavy Is the Head. Fans will have high expectations from the hugely talented rapper, and Afrobeat fans will be excited to see how their favorite artists perform on the project. Crossing over to Africa, singer Tenny has responded to the unfavorable commentary surrounding her attempts to lose weight, as many have suggested that the singer underwent weight loss surgery. Tenny revealed on Tuesday that she shed 75 pounds naturally without the use of surgery, but the comments that followed the post caused the singer to criticize a wide range of people. Tenny had experienced body-shaming remarks due to her obesity before beginning her weight loss journey. One would assume that the singer would be free from these comments, given the new development. This is not the first time a celebrity has come under fire by saying they were able to lose weight without having surgery. Earlier this year, Eniola Badmus, a Nollywood actress, justified an Instagram user for claiming that she had previously admitted to having weight loss surgery. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, MLC TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be a brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thanks for watching.